The following is a presentation of Lion's Heart Media. Any use, rebroadcast, or redistribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of Lion's Heart Media is strictly prohibited. White looks to throw. He wants Boyd deep. Help over the top. Boyd adjusts. 1,000 and a score. Wilson drives in. She scores. Jensen, Grayson, give and go. Jensen elevates and she slams it down again. Arlo, top of the box, a drive, and he fires it in. This Concannon hammers the back line. Striplings fires it up. Spencer in space. Just got it. Touchdown, Sarah Catholic. Blocks quick out to Martin. Breaks the tackle. Martin cuts far side. There goes Quinton. See you later. One play. Touchdown, Leopards. Quinton Martin for 6 from 36. From the beautiful confines of West Mifflin School District, it's non-section Mon Valley baseball, an all Mon Valley matchup. Two teams trending in opposite directions. It's the West Mifflin Titans, red hot 8-3, 4-0 in section play. They've won 4 straight section titles, and right now looking like they're setting up a showdown on the final week of the regular season with Bell Vernon for all the marbles when it comes to 4A Section 2 action. As right now, West Mifflin and Bell Vernon stand atop in 4A. On the other side, it's one of the preseason favorites in 3A, but it's a reeling South Allegheny Gladiator team, kind of in a spot nobody, I think, saw them being in. They lost 1 section game last year, lost 2 key players, Jackson Champ, Trenton Popovich, but returned so much talent. But an extended run to Hershey for the basketball team has kind of put this SA team behind the 8 ball this year. South Allegheny kind of just getting Adam Jakowski back into form, throwing harder, not as much movement as he's used to having for South Allegheny. Of course, Josh Jakowski, he's still not stretched out on the mound for the Gladiators, and the question is, when does South Allegheny start to trend in the right direction? And it needs to be now. Talking to Coach Gibby Pahodich before Monday when that game got postponed, said, hey, or moved to Avonworth, said, hey, we just got to be playing at the right time of year. Shady Side Academy, they had a really good pitcher that we ran into, lost them, split with them, haven't been able to hit thus far, and we really need to be able to change that after getting swept by Avonworth. Now they really have to take care of business against South Park and win the rest of the way out section-wise. If you're South Allegheny, got to sweep South Park, got to sweep Steel Valley, East Allegheny. Give yourself an opportunity to be in that 2 seed. Last year you were the number 4 seed inside the PIAA postseason, and they really got to figure out a way, as the expectations are high, and they have not lived up to them. West Mifflin, a model of consistency as of late, built over the last couple of seasons, fortunate to win 4 straight section titles, according to their head coach, now going for 5 in this loaded 4A Section 2 with West Mifflin, Bell Vernon, EF, Ringgold, AGLH, and Uniontown. Won district title back in 2022, beat Montour 5-4 in 12 innings, and lost them in the state playoffs 2-1. This is a team that in 2019 won just 3 games and now is a 4 straight section champion. As you look at Javon Thompson, very good at the hot corner. He's been brilliant thus far for the West Mifflin Titans. 519, 1 home run, and 8 runs batted in. As on the other side, you look at Dylan Pomaki, the big shortstop. He is an absolute monster of a man at that shortstop position. This South Allegheny team according to Coach Bodice, we got to get in and be trending at the right time. We saw Blackhawk do that last year in 4A as the 16th seed. South Allegheny knows they still have the possibility to claim second in the section if they win out section game-wise. 3 section losses might still get them a pretty good seed, especially if Avonworth sweeps their way through the regular season. They would need some help with South Park losing a game along the way to have a chance at second. But you win out, you guarantee third, and maybe you still have a chance at second place inside your section. As it's the Gladiators, it's the Titans here on MVI Live. West Mifflin will have Elizabeth Forward coming to town sooner than later as well. That's going to be some fun baseball to watch. That is in 2 weeks' time. Next week they have Ringgold on the docket at Ringgold, and home versus Ringgold. As the South Allegheny Gladiators will look to turn their attention in section play next time to East Allegheny, then South Park, so a chance to get on the right track here. And again, with this pitching staff for South Allegheny, you expect to be competitive. You have Adam Jakowski, you have Hunter Fulmer, who's on the bump today. 90-mile-an-hour fastball for Hunter Fulmer when he has it going. The transfer from EF was ineligible in the playoffs last year. It will be Hunter's day on the hill for the South Allegheny Gladiators versus Hunter Horn. ERA of 3, third appearance of the year for Horn. First start, 9 1/3 innings pitched, just 4 runs against. Gave up 5 hits, striking out 8 while walking 3. Opponents batting just 172 against the right-hander Hunter Horn this season. As we will take a look at the starting lineups for the South Allegheny Gladiators offensively, as SA2 6-1, 1-3. Josh Neske, the catcher, will lead things off. That was Jackson Champ's vacant position from last week. Then it's Caleb Jakowski, the junior, out in right field. His twin brother Adam not in the lineup today. Dylan Pomaki will follow in the 3 spot. The junior will play shortstop. He has been brilliant, dealt with a lot of injuries last year for South Allegheny. Big back injury. Actually took Pomaki out of the postseason for the most part for South Allegheny, dealing with a fractured back, played through it. And, I remember doing games at South Allegheny last year where Dylan Pomaki was, in between innings, finding a way, stretching out every time he would come back from batting, just absolutely laboring. He bats third today and is healthy. Then it's Max Jeffcoat, the sophomore second baseman. Christian Bohodich, the senior DH, will bat for Owen Werner, the freshman first baseman, who will flex out. Then it is Josh Jakowski at the hot corner for the senior third baseman. Mason Campano, the senior right fielder, and batting in the 9th spot. And doing the pitching today, it's going to be the hard-throwing right-hander Hunter Fulmer. That's Neske, Jakowski, Pomaki, Cordis, Jeffcoat, Pahodich, Jakowski, Campano, and Fulmer with Werner here this afternoon for SA, as the West Mifflin softball baseball facilities got a makeover this offseason. And absolutely beautiful complex here, dedicated pregame as baseball softball both going on today. As for the defensive alignment, as they will take the field here for the West Mifflin Titans, it's Hunter Horn on the bump. Catello doing the catching. Out at short is going to be Maggio. Wills at short with Thompson at third. It's Bookleitner at the first base bag. Fleming in left with Tudyk in center, and Zelik in right for the West Mifflin Titans. 8-3 versus 2-6-1 South Allegheny and West Mifflin. All Mon Valley non-section baseball matchup here this afternoon on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live. It's the Gladiators. It's coming up next right here on MVI Live.
The best local coverage of news, sports, and more. Make sure you subscribe to the Mon Valley Independent newspaper. Both print and e-edition subscriptions are available, and you can try the e-edition free for 30 days starting today. So make sure you log on to MonValleyIndependent.com for more information. Mon Valley Independent. What happens here matters here.
Back here on MVI Live as it's game number 12 of our spring sports season, and West Mifflin 8-3 on the year. Again, this all-turf, beautiful facility. That means games do not get canceled, where the majority of games today maybe are not happening. We get a matchup today here between the Gladiators and the Titans on MVI Live. Looking forward to this one. As again, we'll be back a few more times at least this season to catch this West Mifflin squad throughout the section all-Mon Valley matchups. Again, we see Bell Vernon come to town. We will see Elizabeth Forward come to town. I don't think we have the Ringgold game next week due to some other prior commitments, and that involves the West Mifflin softball team on Monday taking on Elizabeth Forward. I believe we have that one, and we do on the docket. So we'll have West Mifflin at EF on Monday, then EF at Bell Vernon baseball on Tuesday, which is a little bigger than West Mifflin and Ringgold, just where EF and Bell Vernon sit in the standings versus Ringgold and West Mifflin. And, you know, kind of looking at where we're going the next couple of days. And we'll be back here again at least two more times, and then maybe playoff bound for this Titan squad, who's looking to win their 5th straight section title here on MVI Live. As it's Hunter Horn getting the bump, the first start of the season for Hunter Horn. 3rd appearance, 9 1/3 innings pitched. 4 runs, 5 hits, 8 strikeouts, walking 3, 1-0 with a 172 opponent batting average against Hunter Horn. Josh Neske, the senior, will lead things off. Neske was the starting second baseman last year, now doing the catching for South Allegheny Gladiators. Coach Bowditch said, you know, we just got to get it going. Things are going tough for us right now, and we're hoping that changes here this afternoon as Josh Neske will dig in. And we get set to get underway. SA West Mifflin Mon Valley matchup here this afternoon on MVI Live as Hunter Horn takes a look in at Cotello. First pitch to Josh Neske. Low and away, ball 1, 4:06 underway here this afternoon. 1-0 home to Neske, up and in, and Josh Neske wears it. So a leadoff base runner for South Allegheny. Josh Neske will trot down the first base line. So Neske at first with nobody out. And that's going to bring up Caleb Jakowski. So Caleb Jakowski at the dish, 1 on, nobody out. As Hunter Horn will look to reset here after the hit-by pitch of Josh Jakowski. Of Josh Neske. Jakowski starting at third later down in the lineup, up and in, ball 1. 3 straight wide ones for the right-hander Hunter Horn. Neske lead off first, the 1-0 offering home by Horn to Jakowski. As that one misses as well. So 4 pitches, 4 balls to start for the right-hander Horn. As the sophomore pitcher DH today, so they can keep the bat in the lineup even when they take him off the mound. If they do, 2-0, fouled off Jakowski right side. That one gets the South Allegheny Gladiators dugout. 2-1 now, the count on the right-hander Jakowski. This week, maybe instead of saying spectators, if ball goes into the crowd, it's into the patrons. I mean, only allowed to say that on the Masters, of course, going on this weekend. As Caleb Jakowski awaits in the 2-1 by Hunter Horn. As Horn comes set at the chest, throw back over in safely is Josh Jakowski. 2-1 count here on the right-hander, Caleb Jakowski. Neske takes his lead off first as another throw over. And back in safely again is Neske. Josh Neske, a PIAA golf qualifier, also an individual section champion, is 6th in the district. As inside, dropped by the catcher Cotello, but not far enough for Neske to go anywhere. 3-1 now on the right-handed hitting Caleb Jakowski. One of 3 Jakowski brothers here on this South Allegheny roster. Josh, Adam, Caleb, their dad, an assistant coach. Jakowski shows bump, popped up, third base gets foul. Sliding effort by Javon Thompson, and the count fills up at 3-2 on Jakowski. 1 on, nobody out. Full count here on the right-handed hitting Caleb Jakowski. As Dylan Pomaki returns the ball, Jakowski was trying to move that runner Ineski into scoring position. Payoff pitch. Jakowski in the air, left side, charging in Fleming. Out goes the shortstop Wills. He'll make the grab to retire Caleb Jakowski for out number 1. Back to first goes Ineski, and now it's Dylan Pomaki.
Batting third for South Allegheny,
His first AB of the afternoon. The junior shortstop as Dylan digs in. And Pomaki, his first high school game, went yard for South Allegheny. Dealt with a lot of injuries as a sophomore, the standout shortstop. Coach said he looks like an absolute animal coming into this year as he skies one straight up. Does it get out? It does. So Pomaki down 0-1 in the count. Ineski over at first with nobody out. Or 1 away after Jakowski's long AB popped out to the shortstop Wills. Wills at short, Maggio at second, Bookleitner at first with Thompson manning the other corner. Vitello catching as Neski retired finally. Third time the charm over at first as Josh Neski taken down on the 1-3. So now 2 down for Pomaki with 2 away, nobody on. The junior. Base is empty. We'll look to regroup here after Horn picks off Neski. Leadoff hit by pitch. Oh, 1 to Pomaki inside, and Pomaki wears that one. Brisk afternoon, and Dylan Pomaki feeling the effects of that second hit batter of the afternoon by Hunter Horn. So a runner on with 1 or 2 away. And Pomaki still feeling that one as he trots down 90 feet to first base, and that's going to turn things over to Ryan Cordes, the center fielder.
Batting fourth, playing center field, number 7, Ryan Cortez.
The senior, starting quarterback for the South Allegheny football team, right now uncommitted. Baseball, football still in his viewpoint. As Cordes an offer from West Mifflin. Ryan, little nubber back to Horn. Horn fires across off the bag. Bookleitner comes out of his glove, and that's going to allow Pomaki to advance to third. So runners at the corners off the air. And South Allegheny a pair on with 2 down and looking for some 2-out life.
Batting fifth, second baseman, number 10, Max Jeffcoat.
Jeffcoat off the air by the pitcher Horn. Runners at the corners, and if Neski doesn't get picked off, SA has an early lead here in this one. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, as a swinging bunt fouled off the third base sign by Max Jeffcoat. 2 outs, 2 on, top of the first. Cordes takes his lead off first. 0-1 pitch home to Jeffcoat. Horn fakes it to third, goes to first. Now Cordes in a rundown. Runner takes off for home, and tagged out in between first and second is Cordes by the shortstop Will. So that will end the inning. South Allegheny had an opportunity. If Ryan Cordes could have stayed in that just a little longer, SA most likely plates a run with Dylan Pomaki charging home. But instead, Cordish retired. Jeff Coat will lead off the next inning. No runs, no hits, an error, a couple of hit batters, and one left aboard. After 1/2 inning of play, your score, the South Allegheny Gladiators nothing. The West Mifflin Titans coming to bat right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics. MVI Live, bottom of the first. It's going to be Hunter Fulmer, the hard-throwing right-hander. Started his career at Elizabeth Forward, now his second season at South Allegheny. Chase Maggio, the junior second baseman, leads things off. Then it's Caden Wills, the shortstop for the Titans. Javon Thompson bats third, the senior third baseman. 5:19, one long ball, 8 runs batted in for Javon Thompson. Braden Anzelic, he will follow the junior, plays right field. And next it's Hunter Horn, the sophomore pitcher slash DH today in the 5 spot, batting 6th. The first baseman, it's senior Ryan Bookleitner, followed in the 7th spot by Derek Tudyk, the sophomore center fielder. As joining him will be Nate Fleming in the 8 hole. The junior will man left field. And the sophomore catcher Mario Catello will bat 9th. That's Maggio, Wills, Thompson, and Zelic, Horn, Bookleitner, Tudyk, Fleming, and Catello for the Titans of West Mifflin against the hard-throwing right-hander Hunter Fulmer. Hunter pitched on Monday for South Allegheny. That was in a big loss for South Allegheny against Avonworth. 12-0 and then 15-4 the following day. But it was a 10-run 5th inning for Avonworth. It was 2-0 after 4. 10-run 5th opened it up. Hunter Fulmer went 4 1/3, gave up 8 of those runs. 5 of them were earned. Jeffco came in to replace Fulmer in that game.
Leading off the ball on the first for your Titans. The second baseman,
So Maggio,
Chase Maggio.
the junior, 438 on the season, through 12 games, 5 runs batted in for Maggio. West Mifflin coming in winners of their last 4, 4-1 over York, 7-5 over TJ, 12-2, and 14-0 over West Mifflin. As that one misses by Hunter Fulmer. The hard-throwing right-hander Fulmer into the line, the 1-0 by Fulmer. Finds the zone count, evens up at 1 apiece. And Fulmer, low 90s on that heater on a good day. Hard-throwing right-hander misses low in the turf, now 2-1. And can't also overlook with South Allegheny, 2-1 by Fulmer. Evens it up at 2-2. That you had such a senior leader back behind the dish last year. Nothing against Josh Neske, but Jackson Champ was really an extension of the coaching staff, a true leader on that squad. Swing and a miss. There's punch out number 1 for Hunter Fulmer of South Allegheny. As down goes Maggio.
Batting second, the shortstop.
And obviously that's probably going to be take some time to get used to switching to Neske, especially when you didn't know who was going to start the year back behind the dish. Caden Wills, junior shortstop, 483, 8 runs batted in this year as Fulmer bends one in there for strike 1. Looking for a big bounce back game today. The right-handers 0-1. Swing and a miss now 0-2. Hunter Fulmer wasting no time for South Allegheny. Into the line, the 0-2 home by Fulmer. Breaking ball in the air, right side. Out of play it goes as a long run and look for the first baseman, Werner. One out, nobody on. The junior down 0-2 in the count. Fulmer gets the sign into the line. The 0-2 offering by Fulmer. as that one misses now 1-2. Some great hard-throwing pitchers throughout the Valley. Of course, in this section alone for West Mifflin, you look at what West Mifflin has on. They don't have the overpowering, but they just have a great overall staff. As the 1-2 comes home, breaking ball, grounded, Jakowski stabs it, Josh across, Werner hauls it in, 5-3, Jakowski at third, that's Josh with Werner at first, Neski catching Fulmer, Pamaki at short, and Jeffcoat at second, Campano, Cordes, and Caleb Jakowski left to right in the outfield. As Javon Thompson's been the best hitter this year for West Mifflin, 5-19, one long ball, 8 runs batted in, but West Mifflin, a great overall staff, and then you look at the top-tier pitching talent in this section as Chopper Werner goes to the bag himself, and 3 up, 3 down, a 3 unassisted, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board, scoreless after 1. But going back to that point, you look at Bell Vernon, of course, they maybe start things off with the top-tier pitching talent. It's dime a dozen, really, but you got Parker Lind and Lucas Judy. Parker Lind going to Akron from the left side, an absolute lethal pitcher there. And then Judy, through last week, hadn't allowed an earned run, and he's mashing at the plate as well. So that's why, part of the reason why you see Bell Vernon at 8-0, 6-0 inside of section play with those two. And then Cole Matusik as the number 3. Move right down the list to the Elizabeth Forward Warriors, where you have a like of J.B. Krovac as the number 2. Obviously, everybody, all eyes on Cy Herschelroth, who has plenty of MLB scouts coming to look at him this year. Pirates are at a game already this year, and more MLB scouts scheduled to come take a look at the Akron commit in Herschelroth. So you have the Akron commit in Herschelroth. You have the Kent State commit in Parker Lind, and just top-tier pitching talent for those two squads. Ringgold with Fisher and Kozel, very good arms as well. Minson just threw a no-hitter for the Ringgold Rams as well. And then West Mifflin, their head coach, Coach Kuzma, will tell you, we don't have that overpowering arm, that one big arm, but we have an all-around fantastic pitching staff here at West Mifflin that makes us a very tough team to compete with. Wills 1-1 with a 3.75 ERA. Martina 2-0, hasn't given up a run this year. Maggio 2.62 ERA. Fight 5.1 ERA and a 3-0 record in 13 1/3 innings. Dillon as well. Pitch comes home. Strike 1 in to Max Jeffcoat. He left things off last inning. So Jeffcoat takes strike 1 from Hunter Horn. Pitch comes home, bunted, third base. Thompson up with it into the glove of Bookleitner. 1 up, 1 down. Here to start the top half of the second on the 5-3. That's going to bring up Christian Pahodich, the senior designated hitter. Pahodich batting for Werner.
Number 24, Christian Pahodich.
Not the start Gibby Pahodich was hoping for this season. 3rd year at the helm. He's got better each and every year. 3rd time isn't the charm to get to the finals. They're going to have to hope for a late run here for South Allegheny if that's going to be the case through the second half of section play. 0-1. Pahodich skies it up right side of the infield. Maggio under it. Glove meets ball. 2 up, 2 down. Quick work here for Hunter Horn after a little erratic and wild to start, hitting 2 Gladiators this afternoon. Now Josh Jakowski, the senior 3rd baseman. Josh Jakowski was absolutely pivotal for the Gladiators in their district title run and their trip to the state championship game for the basketball team. A great number 3 option for South Allegheny behind Cam Epps and Drew Cook. Takes strike 1 there. As Hunter Horn comes set at the letters. 0-1 to Jakowski outside. Josh taking all the way. 1-1 now on Josh Jakowski. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the second. Scoreless game between the Titans and the Gladiators. And it was on the phone with Coach Pahodich for probably 20-plus minutes on Monday, just asking about originally asking, hey, are you guys going to play today? That's how that whole conversation started with the poor weather. In field conditions. Actually, it was a beautiful day for games if you had a good enough surface to play, and we did a game up at James Weir Stadium, but he ended up giving me a call saying, hey, we played so many tough games against 6A, even higher classification schools, as grounding out is Jakowski to end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down, that this tough schedule is really bit the Gladiators in the butt in the early going. As Jakowski grounds out, 1-2-3 goes South Allegheny without a fight. 1.5 chapters come to a close, and we are still scoreless right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics. MVI Live is coming back to back. Will be West Mifflin looking to get on the board, but you know, they went down to Myrtle Beach. He said plan on doing that again next year. And he said, but I just don't want to play as tough of a schedule, as many games as we played. Putnam Science Academy, it was a 3-1 loss. They tied Atlantic Collegiate Academy 0-0, then an 8-6 loss to McDonough. Lost 3-0 to Sevron, then beat Gateway 5-4, split with Shadyside Academy, and lost both to Avonworth. And again, missing a lot of key players with basketball kids not being a go. For West Mifflin, they started brilliantly, beating Mount Pleasant 6-2, then Charlotte County Day, North Carolina 9-6. Lost to North Penn 4-3, lost to Brighton out of Colorado 11-7, then swept to AG 6-0 and 9-3, lost to Baldwin by 1-7-6. Then they've run this 4-game winning streak, 4-1, 7-5, 12-2, and 14-0. The Rams on Monday and Tuesday for the West Mifflin Titans. As for West Mifflin, as we head to the bottom of the second inning, it's going to be 4, 5, 6, and Zellick, Horn, and Bookleitner. 280 on the season for the junior, Braden and Zellick. I wonder if we are having a substitution for South Allegheny. Coach Bahodich was telling me that we were going to see that. Had to sit a kid for an inning plus today due to some disciplinary reasons. And we will see a substitution out at second base. So Jeffcoat heads out. Colton Keener will replace Max Jeffcoat. So Keener in at second. And there's ball one by Hunter Fulmer. As Hunter Fulmer pounds the zone, 2-1 now to the lefty and Zellick. So Keener now at second base. Clean swap for Jeffcoat as Fulmer evens it up at 2 apiece. Two by Fulmer, breaking ball, fouled off as lunging out, just getting enough of that one was Anzelic. As Fulmer misses, count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out, scoreless game. Bottom of the second frame here on MVI Live. Payoff pitch by Fulmer. That one misses, and the Gladiators surrender their first base runner of the afternoon. It's a leadoff walk to Anzelic.
Batting fifth and pitching and designated hitting, number 44, Hunter Horn.
So Hunter Horn, the sophomore, will take his first cuts of the afternoon, looking to help his own cause with Anzelic at first. Fulmer fires it in there, strike one. Horn, 476 on the season, 7 runs batted in for Hunter Horn. As Hunter Fulmer fix the hat. A 1 count here on Horn. Anzelic over at first with nobody out. Fulmer comes set at the belt. Pitch comes home. Breaking ball is that slider in for a strike. Taking off and taking second is Braden Anzelic. So a runner in scoring position with nobody out for the West Mifflin Titans. Looking to get on the board here in the home half of inning number 2. Fulmer struck out 1, looking for a second here. Up in the count on Horn, the 0-2. Strike 3 on the outer third. Hunter Fulmer paints the black. That is his second punch out of the afternoon.
First base, number 20, Ryan Bookleitner.
Bookleitner, the senior, 280 on the year, 5 runs batted in for Bookleitner. Lead off of second by Anzelic. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch misses low, picked by Neske. 1-0 count here on the right-handed hitting first baseman, the senior Bookleitner. Hunter Fulmer comes set at the belt. 1-0 will have to wait. Looks the runner Anzelic back to the bag. One-0 by Fulmer, swing and a miss. Floor fell out of that one. Count pulls even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anzelic out at second with 1 away. Scoreless game, bottom of the second. So Fulmer peeks back at the runner. 1-1 by Hunter Fulmer. Long stare down, now comes home. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Neske's throw pulls Jakowski off the bag. Into score comes Anzelic. And it's 1-0 West Mifflin here in the second. Without the luxury of a hit, the Titans get on the board and West Mifflin leads it 1-0. So a throwing error by Neske. And another unearned run on the ledger of Hunter Fulmer. 1-2 by Fulmer through the 5-hole of Neske to the backstop. Count evens up at 2 apiece. Base is empty. 1 out, 1 in, 1-0 West Mifflin. As a liner stopped by Keener over to first in time. Colton Keener, welcome to the game. As a diving stop by Keener.
Batting 7th and playing center field number 1, Derek Tudyk.
4-3 goes the retirement. Bookleitner retired thanks to Keener. Derek Tudyk, the sophomore center fielder, leads the team in runs batted in. Only way he can get one of those here is he sends it up over the fence or puts one into the power alleys where it's 345 and gets off to running. 320 down the right field line, 305 down the left, 370 to straightaway center. There's 1-1 count here. Hunter Fulmer has it even. As that one misses low, now 2-1. I have seen a few years ago, I think it was the last time I saw one hit out halfway up the hillside by Max Rocco, I believe it was, of Sarah Catholic at the time. Chopper, right side. Keener off his glove, boots it from a gem to an error. Colton Keener, the glove fails him. Second error of the inning on South Allegheny.
Left fielder, number 9, Nate Fleming.
So 1 on, 2 down. Here comes Nate Fleming, the junior, 190. So below the Mendoza line here in the early going. 4 runs batted in for Fleming. As Tudyk reaches out to second, off the glove of Pamaki. And in safely at second base is going to be Tudyk. Still no hits for West Mifflin. Fleming looking to change that and break the lead up to 2. Swing and a miss. Count evens up at 1 apiece. Fulmer struck out a pair through an inning and 2/3. Surrendered 1 unearned run thus far. As Neski out to talk to Fulmer, Pomaki comes in as well. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Runner at second. So the quick conclave breaks up. Oh, 2 by Fulmer. That one's a lace. Jakowski across. Werner tracks it in. So the error will not come back to bite the Gladiators. No runs, no hits. There was an error in the inning. 1 run, no hits. 1 error, 1 left aboard. And South Allegheny. Let me redo that. 1 run, no hits, 2 errors, 1 left aboard. 1-0 West Mifflin. After 2, right here on MVI Live.
There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee, Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Menneson. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community and More.
Two in the books, and it's 1-0 West Mifflin here on MVI Live, as the Titans, without a hit, played a run in the second. As for South Allegheny, they will turn their attention to 8, 9, and 1. Campano, Fulmer, and Neski. So Mason Campano, the senior left fielder.
Number 5, Mason Campano.
Campano, multi-year starter for the South Allegheny Gladiators. As Hunter Horn hit a couple of batters, allowed another to reach on an error, but was able to retire 2 on the base pass, picking them off. So now Hunter Horn, after a 1-2-3 second inning, hoping he's on cruise control now, up in the contest 1-0 as we reach the top of the third. And 8-9-1, Campano awaits the offering. First pitch inside, ball 1. So the senior left fielder, Campano. And returning starter, Neski. The lone starter that really switched positions this year for S.A. Popovich. Took some time out and left as well. Campano would bounce around at that point. 2-0 on Campano. Again, Popovich, first base. Outfield pitcher. He graduated. Jackson Champ graduated, in a 3-0 count on Campano. Trio of college commits graduated from last year's West Mifflin roster, and 4 straight balls inside, and it's a leadoff free pass to start the top of the third to Campano, and now Hunter Fulmer will get his first trip to the dish.
Hunter Fulmer.
Strike 1 there on the right-hander, Hunter Fulmer, pitching today. Sees time at first base as well for Coach Bahodich when he's not on the bump. One on, nobody out. Fulmer in the air, right side up and out over the backstop. As taking off on the pitch was Campano, so 0-2 count quickly on Hunter Fulmer. His senior season, second year with South Allegheny. He is playoff eligible this year for the Gladiators, unlike last year, coming over from Elizabeth Forward after his sophomore year. 0-2. Fulmer chases strike 3 as Horn fans his first of the afternoon. Or make it early evening, whatever you prefer. Nonetheless, there's out number 1 here in the top of the third. Now back to Neski. Was hit by a pitch, picked off 1-3. It was the third throw over by Hunter Horn to Josh Neski that finally got him. 1 on, 1 down. Throw back over. Horn's been very observant of the SA base runners here this afternoon. 1-0 West Mifflin leads. Pitch comes home. Throw in there. Pitch or throw down is going to be in time as Catello takes Campano off the base path. It was in there for a strike by the right-hander Horn. As second base runner cut down, or actually make it the third South Allegheny base runner cut down here by Hunter Horn in West Mifflin this afternoon. When you're off to a bad start, those are the type of things you got to avoid. In South Allegheny, it's been a rough going to start this season for the Gladiators, and they're running themselves off the base path so far this afternoon. 3 outs on the base path, 1-1. Make it 1-2 as Hunter Horn fires it right down Broadway. A little bit of spin on that one. 1-2 now on the righty Neski. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Count pulls even. 2-2 now on Neski. Two outs, nobody aboard. West Mifflin by 1. The 2-2. Neski, a little looper out to right center. That one gonna skitter all the way over to the wall. Neski not stopping at 2. He's going for 3. And Josh Neski slides in safely with a triple. And if SA didn't get a little greedy on the base path, they would have tied the game up. First hit either side comes here in the third for South Allegheny. A 2-out triple by Josh Neski. As SA hoping for some 2-out magic, now it's Caleb Jakowski. As Neski just blooped it to the edge of the West Mifflin logo in center. And again, all the rain we've had, it just scooted right out to the fence in the power alley. And Neski, the speedy senior, got off to running quickly. No courtesy runner for Neski. He's at third with 2 down. 1-0 count on the right-hander Jakowski. Popped out to the shortstop in shallow left. And 2-0 quickly here on Caleb Jakowski. Pamaki on deck. He was hit by a pitch. (2-0) offering by Horn. Jakowski takes. Count now 2-1 as Hunter Horn looks to work back in. 2 outs, runner at third, 1-0 West Mifflin out in front. 2-1 offering. Jakowski takes. Count evens up on the junior. Caleb Jakowski steps back in, starting right fielder for South Allegheny, looking to even this game up with Neski just 90 feet away. Horn trying to escape the 2-out triple. Hasn't been a clean inning, but can still put up a 0. The 2-2 to Jakowski. Caleb takes. Count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Josh Neski over at third here in a 1-0 West Mifflin advantage. Horn peeks in. Payoff pitch by Hunter Horn. Jakowski, a little blooper out to second. Maggio hauls it in. So a 2-out tripper, nothing comes in to score. And through 2.5, it's the West Mifflin Titans 1, the South Allegheny Gladiators nothing. As SA runs themselves off the base path. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left aboard. And we've now played 2.5 with a 1-0 West Mifflin lead right here on MVI Live.
It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. Wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems, remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customized. Call today at 412-384-5300.
West Mifflin by 1. Titans look to add on in the home half of the third as it's 1-0 West Mifflin. Lone hit in the game, that belongs to South Allegheny. It was a 2-out triple by Josh Neske in the third after SA made their 3rd out on the base paths this afternoon. Mario Catello, 222 for the sophomore catcher. Shows bunt, Fulmer into the line. Pulled back, inside, ball 1. Squaring, you wonder if your Fulmer just try to maybe square it right on that center of the bat and get him to pop up if he shows it again. Maybe a quick out if you're Hunter Fulmer. See if he does that here. Instead, plunks him. So a leadoff base runner for the 2nd straight inning against Fulmer.
Top of the order, second baseman number 7, Chase Maggio. Courtesy running, number 35, James Monick.
So Monick running over at first for the catcher. Pitch inside, Fulmer misses again. As Fulmer evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, runner aboard. As the big, lanky right-handers, 1-1 will wait. Throws back over. Monick back in safely over at the first base bag. So Fulmer back on the pitching rubber. 1-1 by Hunter Fulmer in the air, right center field, or towards right center field, as backing up onto the grass. It's going to be Keener hauling it in. There's out number 1 on the P4. One out, 1 on. As runner goes, this one hit on a rope out to center. Cordes over, has a chance, throws back to first, high over Werner. And that's going to allow the runner, Monick, to tag and head to second as he was almost dead to right, but Cordes overthrows Werner here at first, and the runner will advance into scoring position with 2 away for West Mifflin. Second runner in scoring position for the Titans.
Third baseman, number 12, Javon Thompson.
So Wills flies out to the center fielder, Javon Thompson. 2 outs, runner at second. So 1-0 count here. Monick at second. 2 down. Bottom of the third inning. Fulmer, line by Thompson, out to Campano. Rounding is Monick. Campano overruns, throw will go to second, but run in to score. Thompson caught in the rundown. Tagged by Keener to end the inning, but the first hit of the game plates the second run, and West Mifflin, after 3, leads by 2. An RBI single by Javon Thompson, driving in his 9th run of the season, as Campano able to fire it into the second baseman to cut down Thompson, but Monick in to score run number 2, and the Titans get their first hit, their second run, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left aboard. We've now played 3 full innings. West Mifflin plating a pair, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. They lead by 2 after 3. Right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live.
It's time to level up your fitness game with Phase Up Nutrition in Jefferson Hills. Veteran-owned and operated Phase Up has been providing the community with top-quality vitamins and supplements with a priority in providing exceptional customer service. When you walk into Phase Up Nutrition, you'll get one-on-one help tailored to your specific goals. We carry a wide variety of workout supplements, pre-workout and post-workout formulas, and all types of vitamins. Come by Phase Up Nutrition today. Phase Up Nutrition, here to help you surpass those unimaginable goals.
Three in the books, and it's a 2-0 West Mifflin lead. Just 1 hit in the game per side. South Allegheny's made 3 outs on the base pass. West Mifflin 1, but West Mifflin has plated 2 runs, got their first hit last inning. Dylan Pomaki will lead things off here. Hit by a pitch, stranded at third. He was on his way to score when Cordes got into a rundown and got tagged out between first and second. Just did not stay in long enough to get Pomaki in to score. So Pomaki, Cordes, and then it will be Colton Keener in his first AB of the afternoon. First pitch by Horn. Pomaki skies it deep to left field, ranging back Fleming. Few steps in front of the track. Pomaki just missed that one as Dylan gave it a ride out to left for out number 1.
Center fielder, number 7, Ryan Cortez.
Ryan Cortez, the senior. Of course, all-time leading passer season for South Allegheny. Actually accomplished that the same game that his wide receiver broke the school record for receiving. That was Drew Cook. Drew Cook, obviously a top-end talent around the WPIL at the wide receiver position. Played football as a freshman at EF, didn't play as a sophomore. Played his junior year and now has a Division I offer from Akron. And that was Ryan's favorite target all year long. Those two really helped a big turnaround for the football field. Basketball team then, that was led by Cam, Drew, and Josh, along with Camden Lewis, as Cordes laces one foul to left. Is out in front now, 1-2 on Ryan. One out, but we've seen better contact second time through the lineup for South Allegheny than we did first time against Hunter Horn. As strike 3 looking, down goes Cordes. Bat stays on the shoulder. 2 up, 2 down. maybe a little better contact, but the results have been the same. Hunter Horn strikes out his 10th of the season, 2nd of the game, and now it's Max Jeffcoat. It's going to be Colton Keener.
Number 28, Max Jeffcoat.
So Colton Keener replacing Jeffcoat. So Keener came in as a defensive replacement in the second.
Batting number 28, Colton Keener.
Came in bottom of the second. 2 outs, nobody on. First AB for Keener. And Coach Bowditch said Keener would not start today. Would come in the game, though. And that was for Max Jeffcoat in the second inning. 2-0 Titans, 2 outs. Keener lines it off the glove of the third baseman, Thompson. And Keener, his first AB results in a 2-out base knock. Second 2-out hit for South Allegheny as Keener laced it right at Javon Thompson. No time to react for Thompson. And the single for South Allegheny puts 1 on with 2 away here in the top of the 4th. Bowditch popped out to second base first time through. Takes ball 1 on the outer third. So 1 on, 2 down, 2-0 Titans. South Allegheny looking to scrape a run across. A lot of room through the right side if Bowditch can send it that way, and that one got a piece of Gibby Bowditch. Or excuse me, Christian Bowditch, the senior DH. So a hit by pitch. Third hit batter of the afternoon by the right-hander Hunter Horn. You're going to see a pinch runner. So into run's going to be Fisher Ilease for South Allegheny. Fisher Ilease was part of that basketball team that played for State Gold. Ilease was one of the first men off the bench for South Allegheny. So Fisher Ilease at first. At second is going to be Colton Keener. Now it's Josh Jakowski. Jakowski grounded back to the pitcher to end the second. First pitch, Josh takes outside. Great job by Cotillo. Cotillo keeps it out in front, preventing the runners from advancing. So good job there by Cotillo, keeping everything at bay. Pitch comes to Jakowski. Yanks it left side foul. Now 1-1 on Josh Jakowski. May see Josh get a couple innings in today. At least that was the original plan at the beginning of the week for South Allegheny, to have Josh throw maybe a couple innings today, but of course did pitch on Wednesday and went 4 innings, so that again changed this plan. So originally was slated to pitch after Adam threw just 1 inning for South Allegheny against Abernworth. 2-1 on Josh Jakowski. As Jakowski ground ball, Maggio goes the short way to Wills, and that will end the inning. So Jakowski grounds into the inning-ending fielder's choice. Ilease retired on the 4-6. SA has a couple get aboard. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 2. Runners number 3 and 4 of the afternoon stranded for South Allegheny. And we've now played through 3.5, and we stay with a 2-0 advantage right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live. West Mifflin looking to add on right here on MVI Live. Bottom of the 4th. It's going to be Anzelic, Horn, and Bookleitner. That's who was due up in the second. when the Titans plated their first against Hunter Fulmer. And Zelig, Horn, Bookleitner against Hunter Fulmer. He surrendered runs the last 2 innings. So South Allegheny, second time they got 2 runners aboard. Again, unable to push a run across against Hunter Horn. Javon Thompson, an RBI single to end the third. He was retired on the 7-4 putout.
Right fielder, number 13, Braden Anzelic.
As Anzelic walked, stole second, stole third, and then on the air came in to score the opening run of the game without the luxury of a hit. Shows bunt. Fulmer comes home. Strike 1 to the lefty, Braden Anzelic. So Fulmer got to find a way to put the hammer down if you're SA. If you're Anzelic and West Mifflin, try to push it across. Right now, SA has struggled offensively, and right now a 2-0 lead could win it the way Hunter Horn has thrown, been able to get out of jams. And we'll see how Longhorn does go today. 1-1 by Hunter Fulmer. Now 2-1 to the lefty Anzelic. Two balls, 1 strike, nobody on, nobody out, starting here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch comes home, outside now 3-1 on the lefty Anzelic. Three-1 by the righty. Strike 2 on the outer third. Just catching the black. Hunter Fulmer works it full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out. Payoff pitch by Fulmer, lined out right into the glove of Dylan Pomaki. So it's an L6 to start the 4th. Hunter Horn with nobody on and 1 away. We'll take his second cut of the afternoon. He struck out, looking for punch out number 2 by the righty Hunter Fulmer this afternoon. Fulmer, first pitch to the right-handed hitting Horn, misses outside, ball 1. One-0 by Fulmer. Fouled off the backstop. One and one. Glad the camera stayed put on that one. Had an issue earlier this week where it got knocked out. Glad that's not the case here. 1-1. Make it 2-1 again. The goal was to have another 100-foot extender cord. Bought one, and it did not work with transferring the camera. So now we got to wait for a new one to come and have a backup source. But right now, still going with just one as swing and a miss, 2-2. Because I don't like giving you the fence view if I don't have to, and that's only in absolute worst-case scenarios, a.k.a. if one of these cameras stops working and it's across the wayside. As the 2-2. Line through the left side, and Hunter Horn picks up a base knock. So second hit of the game for West Mifflin, and Hunter Horn will be replaced by in the form of Isaiah Morrison. So Morrison will run it first after the single by Hunter Horn. Bookleitner grounded out to a diving Keener.
Number 27, Isaiah Morrison.
Throw back over, Morrison in safely at first. 1 out, 1 on. Fulmer up 0-1 in the count. Can't really afford to give up any more if you're SA, and Fulmer misses outside now 1-1. One on, one out, 1-1 count. 2-0 Titans here in the bottom of the fourth frame. The righty Hunter Fulmer comes home with it. Swing and a miss, runner goes, throw down by Neski is in and out of the glove of Dylan Pomaki. And in safely at second is Isaiah Morrison. So runner in scoring position with just one away once again for West Mifflin. Titans a chance to make it a 3-0 advantage. Just 2 hits in the game for West Mifflin. 1-2 count here on the righty Bookleitner. Tudyk on deck, reached on an E4, was stranded at second. Pitch comes home outside. Count pulls even on the righty. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Morrison out at second with a 1 away here in inning number 4's home half. Fulmer peeks back. Set at the belt, the 2-2, runner goes. That one misses. Neski's throw down is strong and in time. Josh Neski to Josh Jakowski. Morrison retired on the 2-5. Caught stealing for out number 2. Count full on Bookleitner with nobody on. And 2 away as Hunter Fulmer. Big thanks to his catcher, Josh Neski, firing out Morrison. Payoff pitch by Fulmer, looking for his third punch out. That one inside. Looked like it was going to hit Bookleitner for the longest time. Results the same. It's a walk and a base runner with 2 outs. And that's going to turn things over to Derek Tudyk, the sophomore center fielder. 310, 11 runs batted in. Team leader in RBI. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Neski fires down, and in time safely at second is Bookleitner. So runner in scoring position, or not in time, is Bookleitner. I didn't think Keener got the tag down, so instead of a stolen base, it's a caught stealing to end the inning. 2-4 goes the retirement. No runs, a hit, no errors, a walk, and nobody left the board. And we've now played 4 full innings. West Mifflin by a pair, ending their streak of 2 straight scoring innings. Interesting way to go down 1-2-3. Line out, singles, caught stealing, walk, caught stealing, and that will end the fourth frame with the Titans up by 2 as we head to the 5th right here on MVI Live.
There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More.
So it was not a caught stealing. Originally, as we thought, in safely was Bookleitner, but it was a batter interference on Derek Tudyk, which did indeed end the inning, saying he interfered with Neski's ability to throw down. So that is what ended us here in the 4th inning, as it's Campano starting off the party for SA in the 5th, taking strike 1. Two 2-0 Titans lead. Top 5 pitch by Horn. Swing and a miss. Backdoor breaking ball as it cuts in on the inner third of Campano. 0-2 by Hunter Horn. Looped out and into the leaping glove of Wills at short. And there's out number one. One up, one down. Campano retired for the first time this evening. Now Fulmer struck out swinging. One of two punch outs by Hunter Horn today. Horn just 2 hits allowed through 4 1/3 innings of work on the bump. Struck out a pair. As that one gets away, ball one has hit a trio of batters. So Fulmer and Neske due up next for South Allegheny. Pitch home. That one misses. Now 2-0. Fulmer works ahead. 2-0 offering as Fulmer swings through it. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on here, top 5. As Fulmer checks swing, and the count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. South Allegheny down by 2. West Mifflin softball up 3-0 over Laurel Highlands. That game in the bottom of inning number 5. We'll see the Lady Titans on Monday when they travel to William Penn Field. As strike 3, looking Fulmer retired. That one on the outer third. Third punch out of the afternoon for Hunter Horn.
Number 2, Josh Neske.
Neske had a 2-out triple in the third. He's 1 for 1, hit by a pitch as well. So Neske yet to be retired. Just looped it over the head of Maggio out at second. First pitch to Neske takes ball 1 up high. 3 outs on the base pass by South Allegheny in this one. That was all in the opening 3 innings of work. 1-1 here on the right-hander. 2 outs, nobody on, top 5. Hunter Horns, 1-1 home to Neske. Neske in the air right side, a little Taylor, but Tudyk ranges towards the right fielder and Zelik to make the grab. And that will end the inning. 1-2-3 goes South Allegheny for the first time since the second. It's an F7 ending it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left the board. SA goes down without a fight in the 5th, and West Mifflin will look to add on as we go to the home half of inning number 5 with the West Mifflin Titans leading by a pair right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live.
It's time to level up your fitness game with Phase Up Nutrition in Jefferson Hills. Veteran-owned and operated Phase Up has been providing the community with top-quality vitamins and supplements with a priority in providing exceptional customer service. When you walk into Phase Up Nutrition, you'll get one-on-one help tailored to your specific goals. We carry a wide variety of workout supplements, pre-workout and post-workout formulas, and all types of vitamins. Come by Phase Up Nutrition today. Phase Up Nutrition, here to help you surpass those unimaginable goals.
Four and a half in the books. Hunter Fulmer back to work here in the home half of the 5th. West Mifflin, 2-0 advantage over South Allegheny. So batter interference on Derek Tudyk, which ended the last inning. So that means it will be Nate Fleming.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Titans, left fielder, number 9, Nate Fleming.
So Fleming leads off after the batter's interference of Tudyk to end the inning. Fleming grounded out. That was to Josh Jakowski to end the second. Cotillo will follow. The sophomore was hit by a pitch, scored the most recent run as there's ball 1 to Nate Fleming. Fulmer's allowed just 2 hits, 2 runs. First run came without a hit. Fulmer comes home, evens it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. West Mifflin by a pair. And if you're the Gladiators, you really can't afford to give up another the way Hunter Horn has kept them off balance all game long. 1-1 laced off of the glove of Fulmer. It looked ricocheting straight out to center field. As Hunter maybe got a piece of that one, nonetheless, results the same. It's a leadoff base knock. Nate Fleming laces it right back up the gut. 3rd straight inning with a base knock now for West Mifflin. After being hitless through the opening 2, Mario Cotillo. Going to be a pinch hitter for Cotillo. That's James Monick, the junior.
Now batting for the Titans, number 35, James Monick.
So 1 on, nobody out against Fulmer. Fleming at first. Monick at the dish. Runner goes. First pitch, strike, throw down is not in time. Another stolen base, this time by Nate Fleming. And some insurance in scoring position here in the 5th. Monick will dig back in. 1 on, nobody out. Oh, and 2 now on Monick. Monick 2-11 on the season. Has 2 doubles and 5 RBI. Fleming at second, nobody out, bottom of the 5th. 2-0 Titans on top. Pitch comes home, runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down is off the glove of Jakowski. Gets away, not far enough for Fleming to advance any further, so no strike him out, throw him out, double play, and some insurance in scoring position. Fulmer does get the punch out, his 3rd of the afternoon, but now it's back to Chase Maggio. Struck out and popped out to second. Fulmer would love a similar result here. Either one of those would most likely prevent the runner in Fleming from scoring. Imagine Cotillo will come back in as a re-enter, as that one up and in, ball 1 to Maggio. Maggio showing bunt there. Will's on deck. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. 1-0. Bunt shown again. This one bunted foul down the left line. As 1-1, 1 out, 1 on. 2-0 Titans lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Fulmer trying to work through that leadoff single, pair of stolen bases, 1-1. Gets away, Neski can't find it in between his feet. Again, Fleming not going anywhere with just 1 away. Now 2-1 on Chase Maggio. Caden Wills on deck. 2-1 count, 2-0 Titans lead. Hunter Fulmer into the line. 2-1 by Hunter Fulmer. Swing and a miss, and the count evens up at 2-2. As looking for back-to-back strikeouts, here's the big right-hander Fulmer. Fulmer comes set at the chest. The 2-2 offering by Hunter Fulmer. Up and in, count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at third is Nate Fleming with a 2-0 Titan lead. So Hunter Fulmer looking for strikeout number 4 to be the second time he got Maggio if he can. Payoff pitch by Fulmer, swing and a miss. Up and in, tying up Maggio for out number 2. Looked like it would have been ball 4, but instead, back-to-back punch-outs by Fulmer keeping it 2-0 for the moment. Now Caden Wills. He's driven in 8 this year. 0 for 2 today, ground out to third, fly out to center, runner goes and in to score. That's swiping home. There's going to be Nate Fleming. So Nate Fleming makes it 3-0, stealing home. So Nate Fleming takes home. Pitch comes home by Fulmer. Fouled off. Pitch comes home. Fulmer swing and a miss. Nate Fleming swiping home to increase the lead to 3. Oh, 2 count, 2 outs. Another one coming across for West Mifflin. The 0-2 by Hunter Fulmer. Swing and a miss. So Fulmer strikes out 3 in a row, but a steal of home brings a run in to score. So 1 run, 1 hit, 3 stolen bases. Nate Fleming, thievery of Hunter Fulmer to increase the lead. Up to 3, West Mifflin by 3 after 5. Penultimate inning to go when we come back right here on MVI Live.
It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. Wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems, remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customized. Call today at 412-384-5300.
New arm on the bump for the West Mifflin Titans, as West Mifflin, after Hunter Horn's 5-inning shutout performance today, they will turn things over. It's going to be the junior Justin Dillon taking over on the bump for Hunter Horn. So Justin Dillon will take over on the mound here for West Mifflin. Horn goes 5 innings, no runs, strikes out 3 Gladiators, surrendering just a pair of hits. He hit 1, 2, and 3 South Allegheny Gladiators while issuing a free pass as well. Is in line for the win with a 3-0 advantage after 5. As replacing him, as I mentioned, it's the junior Justin Dillon taking over on the bump. Dillon 1-1 on the season with a 240 earned run average. This is his 7th time out this year for the junior from West Mifflin. Dillon has thrown 11 2/3 innings, giving up 12 hits, 9 runs, just 4 earned, 7 walks, 7 strikeouts, as he replaces the sophomore Hunter Horn, who goes 5 scoreless here this afternoon.
Now pitching for the Titans, number 24, Justin Dillon.
So Dillon's been tough to deal with this season. Again, opponents also against Dillon batting just .240.
Leading off the top of the 6th for South Allegheny, right fielder, number 20, Caleb Jakowski.
Jakowski, Pomaki, and Cordes, 2, 3, 4 in the order, a combined 0 for 5 with a hit by pitch of Pomaki back in the first. First pitch by Justin Dillon. Ground ball left side, diving stop, Javon Thompson across and in time. Javon Thompson taking away a leadoff single from Caleb Jakowski.
Shortstop, number 22, Dylan Pomacki.
Here comes the junior, the shortstop. Dylan Pomacki put a charge into one the last time. Sent it out towards the warning track where it was hauled in by Fleming. One out against Dylan. Pitch comes home. Pomacki sends it the same direction. This one a little shallower, and it pops down. Fielded by the shortstop, Wills. Quickly fires back into Maggio. So a single by Pomacki gives South Allegheny a base runner. As SA, their first base runner since the fourth. Pomacki now 1 for 2. And if it wasn't for that play by Thompson, SA would be in business here, but they've struggled again, as I mentioned. Being on the base path today, South Allegheny, plethora of errors on the base path here in the penultimate inning. Cordes. An offer from Westminster for football. Recruiting still open. Ground ball through the right side. Back-to-back base knocks. Cordes will send Pomacki to second. He'll hold up. Again, can't make another out on the base path if you're South Allegheny, as that's what Pomacki chooses not to do. So back-to-back singles. Fourth hit of the game for South Allegheny, looking for their first run against the new arm, Dylan. Now we'll face Keener. Keener, 1 for 1 with a single, stranded at second back in the fourth. 2 on, 1 down. Dylan comes home. Keener waits. Strike 1 into Colton Keener. Tying run at the plate here in the top of the 6th. South Allegheny looking to find pay dirt. Cordes at first, Pomacki out at second. Justin Dillon on the bump with Keener at the dish. The 0-1 to Keener. Keener takes low and away. Count pulls even. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Pair on 3-0. West Mifflin leads. Top of inning number 6. Leadoff diving stop by Javon Thompson. And then SA back-to-back base knocks. The 1-1 by Justin Dillon. Keener inner third. Count now 1-2 on Colton Keener. Did not look to be a fan of that one. But now Justin Dillon in the catbird seat for out number 2. Dillon peeks back, now 1-2 home. Keener in the air, right side. Plenty of room for Tudyk. He ranges over, makes the grab. Pomacki, the stutter step towards third. He retreats back to second. Now 2 outs with 2 on as Keener retired, and it's going to be Werner replacing Pahodich, who's 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. So Werner. So Owen Werner.
Now batting number 19, Owen Warner.
Werner takes strike 1. Oh, 1 count on Werner. Diving stop by Javon Thompson. Pair of singles, then a fly out. SA 2 on, 2 down. Werner chops it left side. There's Thompson. Thompson right on the money to Bookleitner. 5-3 goes the putout. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. SA is now stranded 6 through 6 as the Gladiators look like they had a chance. Could not finish it off. And it's South Allegheny down by 3 with West Mifflin looking to add on. Home half of the 6th. Hunter Fulmer back to work right here on MVI Live. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? Three-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee, Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Menneson. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community and More.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth for your Titans, third baseman, number 12, Javon Thompson.
Javon Thompson, 1 for 2 with an RBI single, leads off the sixth. Pitch comes home, swing and a miss, strike one. Oh, 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Javon Thompson. Into the line, pitch comes home by Fulmer, outer third, now 1-2. So Javon Thompson down in the count. Fulmer has to put up a 0 here with his Gladiators down by 3. 1-2 by Fulmer. Thompson, ground ball back up the gut. Pomaki scoops, throw by Pomaki in time as Dylan Pomaki cuts down Javon Thompson on the 6-3, 1 up, 1 down.
Number 13, Drayton Anzelic.
So Anzelic now digs in. Walked, scored the opening run, then lined out to Pomaki. Oh, 1 by Hunter Fulmer. Paints the outer third, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Pitch comes home. Skied left side, running over Jakowski with room. 2 up, 2 down. So 2 up, 2 down. And now it's going to be Hunter Horn. Single strikeout.
44, Hunter Horn.
Hunter Horn, also 5 shutout innings today. Pitch by Fulmer off of Neski for ball 1. Two outs, nobody on, bottom of the 6th. The 1-0 in the air, right side, gets out. Count evens up on the right-handed hitting Hunter Horn against Hunter Fulmer. Yeah, Hunter Horn and, up here in the booth, just saying, Coach Guzman keeping Hunter really in the game. I mean, he hit the 2 of the first 3 batters, and he was brilliant today. Could have been a early exit for him, and I think getting that pickoff was huge for Horn. He was able to clean up his own mess on the base path, and Hunter went 5 shutout innings. Already has a hit now, 2-2 in the count. Been a good game for Hunter Horn. Now trying to make it a little better. Fulmer comes set, pitch comes home, the 2-2 to Hunter Horn. Horn takes now, count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The payoff pitch by Hunter Fulmer. Chopped left side, that one foul. Count stays full, 3-2 here, bottom of the 6th. 3-0 West Mifflin leads as Hunter Horn will dig back in. Payoff pitch by Hunter Fulmer. Horn in the air, right side. Werner surveying, out of play. Had a chance, but new life for Hunter Horn. Payoff pitch here by the righty Fulmer. And once again, Hunter Horn not going down without a fight. Another payoff pitch coming by the right-hander Hunter Fulmer. Fulmer into the wind. Payoff pitch again to Hunter Horn as Horn lines it back up the middle, and he's now 2 for 3. Hunter Horn wins the battle, and looks like maybe West Mifflin, barring a massive comeback, is going to win the war today. 3-0 Titans lead. Hunter Horn, his second hit of the game. He's going to be replaced by Morrison to run. Bottom of the 6th, 2 outs. Bookleitner grounded out to a diving Neske and walked. Stole second, and that ended the 4th inning on batter interference by Derek Tudyk. Fulmer throws back over. Morrison in safely. SA will be down to their final hope in the top of the 7th. It'll be 7, 8, 9. We'll see if Dillon stays in there to try to finish it off. Gave up a couple of one-out knocks last inning. 3-0 Titans lead, bottom of the 6th. Pitch comes home. That one fought off right side, foul, and it's strike 1 on Bookleitner. Fulmer looks back. The 0-1 by Hunter gets away from Werner as Hunter Fulmer throws it away from Werner. That's going to be at least one. Morrison looks and will slide in safely at third. So a low throw by Fulmer advances the runner up to third as Morrison scampers all the way across. Werner had no chance on that one. 3-0 West Mifflin. Now Bookleitner, who's 0 for 1, takes the 0-1 and lines it right back up the middle. Pomaki scoops, double clutch throw across, and that error will not come back to bite the Gladiators as 6 full have come to a close. 6-3 ends the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left aboard. West Mifflin by 3 after 6, and they're 3 outs away from victory when we come back right here on MVI Live. It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. Wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems,
remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customize. Call today at 412-384-5300.
3-0 West Mifflin leads it. Just 4 hits for the Titans in this game, 3 runs. First one came across a walk, a stolen base, and a error allowed Anzelic to score. RBI single of Javon Thompson brought home Monick in the 3rd. And then one more came across in the 5th, a single and 3 stolen bases. Fleming swept home, and now Dillon will look for the save and look to finish it off here today for the West Mifflin Titans. So Justin Dillon looks for the save. 7-8-9 Jakowski. Ground out, fielder's choice, walk and line out by Campano. Fulmer, a couple of strikeouts. That's who's due up against Justin Dillon. 3-0 lead. The Titan Dillon will look for the save as the junior. Looking for the 2-inning save and to give Hunter Horn his 2nd win of the season.
Top of the 7th for South Allegheny, third baseman number 18, Josh Jakowski.
So Josh Jakowski digs in for South Allegheny. Golf, soccer, basketball, baseball, does it all. First pitch, Jakowski laces it foul down the left line and onto the hillside. Just a little out in front, but good contact there for strike 1 on Josh Jakowski. So 0-1 on Jakowski. Justin Dillon into the line. The 0-1 Jakowski this time late on it, jams it foul. First base side out of play now, 0-2. Jakowski quickly in a deep hole. Top of the 7th, 3-1 West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands. Make it 3-2 as the Mustangs just put another on the board. 1-2, the count now here on Josh Jakowski. Nobody on, nobody out. 1-2, Jakowski out towards left. There's Fleming camping under it. Glove meets ball. 1 up, 1 down. 2 outs away from victory.
Left fielder number 5, Mason Campano.
So Campano walked and lined out. First pitch, Campano in the air, right side, up and out. There's strike 1 on Mason. 0 for 2 today against the starter. So 1 out, nobody on. 3-0 Titans looking for the shutout. Be the 2nd shutout in a row for West Mifflin, 2nd of the season as well, as 0-2 now on Campano. Mason digs back in. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. The 0-2, Campano out to left. Fleming on the run, that drops down. And it's a 1-out single. South Allegheny, 2nd straight inning with a 1-out base knock. Now it's going to be a pinch hitter for Hunter Fulmer, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. South Allegheny going to turn things. It's going to be Mason Jobs. So pitch, Jobs, swing and a miss, strike 1.
Number 12, Mason Jones.
So 0-1 on Jobs. That one misses. 1-1. And if you're Justin Dillon, obviously you don't want to affect your ERA, but you can't worry about that runner at all at first. That run doesn't matter. Jobs doesn't matter. As long as Neski's spot doesn't come in to score before you get 2 outs, you're in good spot for West Mifflin on the precipice of win number 9. Be the 5th straight win for the Titans as well if they can hang on. 2-2 count on Jobs. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out. Top 7, tying run on deck. 3-0 West Mifflin leads. The 2-2 offering by Dillon. Up and in, now count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. West Mifflin looking to send this one to completion. Jobs digs back in. Payoff pitch by Justin Dillon. Chopper, third base. Thompson to Maggio. Relay is in time. 5, 4, 3, double play, end the game. The Titans shut out the Gladiators. So West Mifflin gets the twin killing as it's a 5-4-3 double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left aboard. And West Mifflin, 5 in a row, back-to-back shutouts for the Titans. Loss number 7 for South Allegheny on the season, as West Mifflin 9-3, SA now 2-7. Titans at Ringgold on Monday. South Allegheny home versus East Allegheny on Monday, as South Allegheny shut out here this afternoon, as West Mifflin with the victory. South Allegheny, 5 hits, could not bring a single run across in this one. Just 1 error on West Mifflin SA with a trio of errors, a ton of base running blunders as well for the South Allegheny Gladiators, as South Allegheny stranded 6 base runners here in the course of this game, as West Mifflin takes it 3-0 here this evening from these beautiful confines of West Mifflin. Justin Dillon gets the save, goes 2 shutout innings, does surrender 3 hits. Did not strike out a batter, but did not issue any walks as well. He gets the save. The win will go to Hunter Horn. He's now 2-0 on the season. So it all started run in the first for South Allegheny. They had a chance to get one. Hit by pitch, then a caught stealing, pop out, then Pomaki was hit by a pitch. Cordes reached on an E1. He was caught up in between first and second. Not enough time for Pomaki to come in to score, and it would stay scoreless until the second. Leadoff walk, a stolen base by Anzelic would swipe second and third, and on a throwing error would make it 1-0. As West Mifflin would take a 1-0 lead. They would increase upon it in the 5th with a RBI single, or in the 3rd with an RBI single by Javon Thompson, bringing in Monick to score, making it 2-0 Titans. They would add insurance in the 5th. A single to start the inning by Fleming, stole second, stole third, and stole home, making it 3-0 West Mifflin. SA made 3 early outs on the base pass, unable to do anything. South Allegheny, no runs, 5 hits, 3 errors, 6 left on base. Fulmer goes 6 innings, surrenders 3 runs, gets the loss here in this one. 5 strikeouts, 2 walks for Fulmer for West Mifflin. 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the 5th, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base. The win goes to Horn. 5 innings, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Now 2-0. Justin Dillon gets the save, going 2 innings, giving up 3 hits. Hunter Horn, your Alliance Art Media player of the game with that 5-inning shutout performance with the win, also gets a 2-for-3 performance at the dish. Time of the game, 1 hour and 39 minutes here today. And that will do it for us from West Mifflin. Titans the 9-3. Ringgold up next. West Mifflin moving on their 5th straight win. South Allegheny falls once again, now 2-7 on the Gladiators. They will take on East Allegheny in their next game, as West Mifflin 3-0 victors to end the week. We'll see you next week for some softball. It will be West Mifflin and EF to start the week right here on MVI Live.
It has been a Lions Heart Media on MVI Live.